A major part of being accountable is sometimes you got to be your own accountability partner. Sometimes you got to hold yourself accountable on your BS and say, I'm not being a good person today. I need to get somewhere, sit down, and speak when I can have the ability to use my words.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, peace, it's Coach Nyla.
Assalamu alaikum, peace, it's Coach Fatima.
And we are co-wives, co-founders of Outstanding Personal Relationships, as well as co-authors of the book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored.
Bam.
And this is a very much needed video, we'll just say.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're going to talk about projections.
Yes, because we have time today.
So yes, and my co-wife, we're going to break down a number of different projections that we actually get from people who do visit the channel, who watch the videos and comment on our videos, as well as projections that co-wives can, put on each other that can actually damper relationships or hinder relationships, if you will.
Yeah, and we have to, because we coach, we train, we talk about this all the time. We've met with assumptions that we project onto one another, and we really don't. I mean, what you see is what you get here. If we have to have a conversation, we have it. We don't project because we're at a level of maturity where we really just didn't do that anyway, if that makes sense. I have to say that our personality types, for those of you that know your personality type, our personality types are extremely compatible. Compatible or compatible? Nah, we ain't gonna put compatible in the comments, but yes, as my co-wife was saying, this is very important because it can be really twofold depending on the relationship that you have or trying to create. Mm-hmm. So yes.
Yeah, here's the thing. Sometimes, okay, let's talk about them. What are projections? Because some people say, okay, am I projecting?
Let's
talk about what do you mean? Or they can say, I'm not projecting. Mm-hmm. A lot of times, there are times, and it could be a lot of times, we could be projecting as a defense mechanism. That's pretty much what usually happens. And projecting is pretty much just taking your own insecurities, your negative feelings, thoughts, and ideas, and putting it on someone else. And sometimes we do that because, once again, I said, like a defense mechanism, or sometimes we don't want to see that we are doing that we are feeling this way, that we do have these negative traits. Look, we're human. There are certain things about us that's not going to always be the best, in us. Right. We're human. Right. However, not being able to see that, and when we're constantly projecting, if we're doing those things, we're not being self-aware. We're not saying, okay, why am I doing this? Why am I seeing the negative in everything someone else does, or not even just everything that they do, but something they do? For example, people feel that there are some people that project that my wonderful co-wife should just be a bitter Black woman right now and just be, upset and be hurt and be this thing of, just negative energy because, her husband married again.
Sorry for the interruption, but we just want to step in here for 1 second.
Yes, because we know you are enjoying the video that you are watching, so we're not going to take too much time, but we want to tell you about a wonderful program we created called True Queens. And this program is actually for women who are looking to have more confidence in their relationships, being able to communicate more effectively, as well as create the sisterhood bond, whether they're in monogamy or polygyny.
So please, if you want to learn more, click the link in the description box.
Yes, so let you get back to the video. Assalamu alaikum. Peace. People project on me that I should be ashamed of myself because, you came in and, ruffled some feathers in the family. Those are other people's assumptions and projections. We get a lot of, and that's just the tip of the iceberg of the different things of having so low self-esteem. I just can't understand why women would share a man. They gotta have some low self-esteem somewhere. I don't understand what's the benefit. There's no way that should possibly benefit because it's all about the man's sexual desires because, and they just, what was one of the things that we saw that maybe they just are trying to get themselves to believe in the hype or believe their own thoughts to make it whatever. Look, there it is. Those are projections.
Yes.
These are feelings that other people are feeling. We went through our ups and downs and everything like that, and we understand that our life's challenges is not based on polygyny.
Right.
See, that's the thing that any other thing, all the stuff that people go through in polygyny, they can go through in monogamy, but because of polygyny, people say it's because of polygyny. That's what it is. Right? So those different things, and it is usually because they don't want to see themselves in a negative light, or they want to say, well, you know what? If I put this on them, then I'm not alone in the way. It take it off of me, right? It's like, okay, I could justify my feelings because they have to feel the same way I do. They have to feel the same way that.
Careful. And 9 times out of 10, I don't. I get it though. The OPR team understands what it is because, I felt like some days I'm like, I need to go back to the hell I came from because I'm not being a positive, bubbly person, and some people wouldn't think I'm that, but I am. You got to get close to me first. Then I have to scan you. Then you'll get that part of me. But like Coach Nyla was saying, we've been through our stuff, and I'm not about to let somebody's mess be my mess in these comments, in these videos, on Facebook, whatever. You have to maneuver your own negative minefield. That's not my job. If that's what you want to bring to the table, fine. We take the table, throw it out, and place it with a better one. Because we're the ones out here, and we're the ones on YouTube, and we're the ones on Facebook, and we're the ones with the husband sitting in betwixt us, and people, it just sends them into orbit. It just does. And it's because the optics of the situation or the marriages bother them. The 2 women and the man, and he looking big in the rumor, and he's the man of the hour, and all this stuff that they put into that. What people got to understand about marriage, and especially marriage and polygyny, it's work. So it's whatever you put in it is what you get from it. And people think I can't say it any more simplify it more than that. It's anything that you want, anything that's worth having. You're going to work for it, and you're going to continuously work for it. It's just going to fail. I promise you that. So when people get in the comments and they say things and they project, and that's their insecurity. Y'all wear too much. Y'all too colorful. You too much jewelry, or whatever the case may be. That's a you thing. Own that. One part of being a major part of being accountable is sometimes you got to be your own accountability partner. Sometimes you got to hold yourself accountable on your BS and say, I'm not being a good person today. I need to get somewhere, sit down, and speak when I can have the ability to use my words.
Thank you.
I mean, it gets super annoying. I go on with my life, but it gets super annoying when someone says, oh, you guys, and he, and how could he, and how can you, and how can you? I don't limit myself on what I can do because somebody else feel like I can't do it. I don't do that to Fatima. If anybody gonna stop me from doing something or growing, that's me. That's with anybody else. So if somebody says, well, I don't like this about you, you don't have to like it. You don't have to love it. I do. That's the good part about, I project that onto me. Positivity. None of us have time. Shaitan has time. For those of you that are Muslim, Satan, For those of you that are not, he has time to get in there and whisper and make us feel like and be insecure, and then tell us to get on people's pages and get in the comments and try to destroy the family, which is an impossibility for you. And you won't be successful at it because you can't do nothing with us. They'll fall for all of that stuff, but that's projecting because they haven't dealt with their pain. Yeah. And we don't talk about it enough. We don't want to deal with the pain part. We don't want to deal with the source of it. And sometimes the source is you. Mm-hmm. It's not anybody else. Because nobody told me to go roll in the deep. Was I happy? No. Was I pleased with how things went? No, but I couldn't say something was haram. I couldn't say that, this was super deliberate to just destroy my life and all of this stuff. Polygyny in marriage is not just about one person. Mm-hmm. It's not. And we have to understand that we can't project our pain onto someone else that is not deserving of that. The people that are innocent bystanders and collateral damage, they become collateral damage for those of us that are in pain and have not fixed it. They don't sign, and sometimes they be our co-wives. Sometimes be our co-wives, So yeah, that's my little two cents.
That's the thing, that self-reflection. It's like, okay, well, am I projecting? Asking yourself that question. Here's the thing. People are really good at being keyboard gangsters, and people are also good at, and that's a way to project. And then some people are good at projecting face to face, because it's like, okay, if I just tell them a little bit about themselves, even though it's just me, telling them this is how I'm feeling, but I gotta put it on you because goodness knows that, we don't want me to look like the bad guy. So let me put it on you. So, make it look like you're the one that's messed up in the brain or whatever the case may be. How do we stop that? It's first asking ourselves the question, whoa, hold on, slow down. Whoa, Nelly. Are we projecting? Am I projecting? Yeah. Okay, if I'm doing this, why am I writing this stuff, or why am I saying this stuff? Is this something, am I being defensive? Am I just on the defensive right now? So I just want to throw some other stuff out there. Am I insecure? Am I throwing this stuff out there because I'm insecure? Am I throwing this stuff out there because I am ignorant? Mm-hmm. And not the point of where it's being a diss, but ignorant meaning that you just don't know. Right. If it's any of these things, or are you just projecting because you're just a mean, heartless, evil soul? I'm just going to just put these different things out there, because if that's the case, you have to be able to look at the reasons behind why you do it. If you are projecting the reasons behind it, it's like, dang, am I just a low down, dirty dog? Am I, a person that, I'm just insecure about these things? Am I, those type of things? Self-reflect. Before you start writing stuff down make you look stupid, say stuff that you can't take back, these different things, it's like, reflect first, stop first. Press the pause button. It's really interesting, because if we were watching it on TV or we're watching it in a movie, we'd be like, oh, I see this going all the way wrong. Mm-hmm. Girl, don't write that. Girl, don't hit send. Girl, you bet not. Mm-hmm. But for some reason,
the brain mouth thing.
Yeah, our mind could be like, girl, I'm watching. Don't do it. Don't do it, girl. And then I'm going to do it anyway. And then everything is blown up in your face.
Or you got to ask yourself another really solid question. Are you hating on somebody because they're happy? Mm-hmm. I'll ask myself that sometimes. I look at the comments, and it's awesome because it's comedy gold for me. But I'll go, are they just hating because we're happy? Because if we weren't, let's be honest, it would be very difficult to sit here and film these videos. It would likely not be done. OPR would not have been born if we were all sitting here, we were miserable people. No, when the dust settles and you decide to do your work and continuously do your work, then you can help others. I don't care if it is knitting a blanket. I don't care if it's something like that. Then that's helping other people. That's healing you and your past trauma. Mm-hmm. If you have not dealt with your past trauma, I will tell you that you need to go get therapy for those things, because one thing we know about grown-ups is you can't re-raise them. So we're done being raised, but ask yourself, are you unhappy because we're happy? It's specifically on this YouTube channel, specifically on Facebook and IG. Is that where that comes from? I'll tell you why I'm saying that, not because I'm filled with this arrogance about OPR. It's not about that. I don't care about the celebrity part of those of social media. I don't care about that. I care about connecting and helping people heal when I didn't have anybody to help me. I'm saying this because I had a friend of mine, very dear sister. She said, I had to quit following you all on IG. And I said, why? It was just so weird to hear. She was honest to admit it, but she said, because you all are so happy together. And I couldn't keep my marriage together. And I couldn't stay in polygyny. Now she's a single mom. And I said to her, PR is not just for people that are in polygyny. It's much to do about personal development. It's much to do about marriage and taking care of one another and taking care of yourself first and foremost. It's about connecting. It's not just about a man and his 2 wives and marketing and, social media and popularity and disrespect. It's not about that. So we talk about more things than just those things, but they're important because maybe you need to prepare for the next marriage. Maybe that's why. Maybe you need to heal from the one you previously had. So that's why I'm saying that right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's important. That's the thing. And that's, once again, goes with projecting your insecurities, your unhappiness on other people.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have some great information from this video. And if you made it this far, congratulations. And also put in the comments what I'm saying. I had it in my head. If you made it this far in the comments, put self-reflection. Self-reflection.
Yes.
Self-reflection.
I like it.
Because that's what we need to do in order to realize the damage that we can be doing with projecting our insecurities, our unhappiness, our negative feelings on other people. So until next time, make sure you are growing intentionally,
loving fearlessly,
and connecting on a higher level
every single day.
It's Coach Nyla,
Coach Fatima,
and we'll see you in the next one, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Peace.
Here are 3 ways outstanding personal relationships can help you.
Make sure you guys are following us on our social medias at Outstanding Personal Relationships on YouTube and Facebook, and on IG at Outstanding Relationships, and also Clubhouse under our names.
And make sure you go to outstandingpersonalrelationships.com and sign up for our email list. And there you will get updates on our new book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored.
Absolutely. And last but not least, when it comes to coaching or counseling, if you want to work with us one-on-one or in group settings, make sure you're on that website and reach out to us, because we do have very limited spots and we usually have a wait list. So with that being said, GLC.
Make sure you are growing intentionally,
loving fearlessly,
and connecting on a higher level every single day. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.